The following broadcast is a presentation of the ND Sports Channel.
Rishal has it. Rishal puts up a long three. It's in at the buzzer! 10:50 to go here, and the faceoff is won by North-South onto the stick of Caitlin Armin. Armin feeds it in for Abby Promisberger! And Promisberger with the hat trick. 41-37, 4:25 to go here as the Kindred Vikings will work it down low. Another slam dunk and one. How about that? A slam dunk by Gavin Keller, and he got fouled on the two-handed throwdown. And he'll put it right on goal and right into the goal. Ethan Olsen on a free kick. Henningsgaard, he tries to cut through the lane. Outlet pass into the corner there for Heinitz. Back over to Henningsgaard, wide open for three. Got it and one. Wow. And put your outfielders in left and left center because that one's going to left field and that's gone. That is a two-run shot for Kenzie McKinnon. It's taken away there by Carson Abrahamson. She has a breakaway. One-on-one hard. She scores! 16 fouls. And the pass is intercepted by Overby. Overby has an opportunity to dunk it. He nailed it. The two-handed throwdown. All right, welcome back here as we get ready for our second game of the day. Yes, you heard me correctly, the second game of the day. We're approximately an hour and 10 minutes behind schedule. The first game today went 2 hours and 47 minutes. And the Grafton Spoilers would knock off the Rugby Panthers by the final score of 14-5. 2 hours, 47 minutes. That's about a 13 minutes shy of your average Major League Baseball. So just keep that in mind. I was talking to one of the coaches down by the concession stand area after getting some snacks between games there. He was like, that was unreal and insane. I was like, yeah, I agree with you there. 2 hours, 47 minutes for the first game. That is, without question, our longest game of the 10-game invite, and it'll more than likely stay that way, but I said that back in the third inning that this one might end before the 159 mark. And like I said, there's no wood here to knock on, so I can't really guarantee anything anymore. So, but I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. Game number 2 is about to get underway here. As let's go over the starting lineups here between the Bishop Ryan Lions out of Minot and the Park River Fordville Lankin Aggies out of Park River and Fordville and Lankin. Said yesterday 4 areas. I kind of forgot that that's only 3. Bishop Ryan will be batting first. They're in their purple jerseys with white numbers outlined in a yellowish gold, and then the Park River Fordville Lankin Aggies, who picked up a 12-4 win over the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks last night in what originally was the longest game of the tournament, or the invite, at 2 hours 13 minutes, is now the second longest game. So we move now to the top of the first. It's 0-0, not 14-5. First pitch comes at 1:13. And it's ball 1 at 1:13. Yesterday's second game started at 12:32. So that puts us about an hour and 11 minutes behind the time frame we were at this point yesterday. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Logan Merck is the batter here for the Bishop Ryan Lions. He is a sophomore. On the mound is Bryce Wood, the senior for the Park River Fordville Lankin Aggies. And Merck will chop that one foul into the dirt. 2-2 the count. Logan Merck, Murphy Lip, I believe. Let me double check the roster here. I think I forgot to put in his jersey number, so that's what I'm double checking here. Yeah, Murphy Lip is number 2. I had him as number 0, so we'll change that when he steps up to bat. tracked out into left field. That's good for a single there for Logan Merck. Now a runner on with nobody out. And now Murphy Lipp steps up to the batter's box for Bishop Ryan.
Base hit brings up the left fielder number 2, Murphy Lipp.
Calvin Watkins on deck. Kersey Harris right behind Watkins. Batters 2, 3, and 4 in the Bishop Ryan lineup. And the first pitch there to Murphy Lipp comes across for strike number 1. 1 minute into the ball game, folks. 1 minute into the ball game. And there's a bunt right back to the pitcher, Wood. Wood will fire it up to second. He did not get there. I don't think he did. I'm not sure about that call. They're calling Merck out. And a couple of the fans agree with me there, but we'll put it into the stat book as an out. And that's one away.
Good job, Murph.
First baseman with 13, Calvin Watkins.
So ball 1 now to Calvin Watkins. One ball, no strike. Here's the pitch. Did he check his swing? He did. 2 balls, no strikes. Calvin Watkins is a junior here for the Bishop Ryan Lions. On deck right now is Kersey Harris. Right behind him is Hunter Johnson. 1 away. We may or may not see Johnson this inning. Runner takes off, and now the throw up to second. It might be in time. They got him. They got him. They caught Murphy Lipp stealing, and I agree with that one. So 2 away now, and well, we may not even see Harris now, who's on deck. So, but you never know what could happen. Right now, Calvin Watkins, the batter, facing a 3 balls, no strike count. And that one will come in for ball 4. Watkins walks on 4 pitches, and that brings up Hunter Johnson. Or no, check that. It brings up Kersey Harris. That was a person ahead in my lineup here.
That walk brings up the pitcher number 6, Kersey Harris.
So Hunter Johnson is on deck for the Bishop Ryan Lions, and it's a pitcher versus pitcher duel here 3 minutes into the ball game, and strike 1 goes in favor of Bryce Wood. Around the bases for the Aggies, Adam Zavalny, the senior at first, Will Garter, the senior at second, Nate Zavalny, the senior at shortstop, Sam Hagen, the sophomore at third, Jace Fontaine is the junior behind the plate catching the pitches of the senior, Bryce Wood. In the outfield, Brady Omdahl, the freshman in right. Nick Thompson, straightaway center. He's a senior this year. And Lane Bell, a senior as well, out in left field. Pickoff attempt over to first to try and get Watkins. It will be unsuccessful on that attempt. And the count will remain 1-1 to Kersey Harris, the junior batter for the Bishop Ryan Lions. With a runner on and 2 away here in the top of the first. No score, questionable out, and then a caught stealing out for those 2 outs that are on the scoreboard right now. Fog will not play a factor in this game. It's still a little bit foggy out there, but even the forecast says it's foggy. But it's definitely not foggy here at Dwyer Field as that one comes in for another ball. 2-1 the count, or 2-2 the count, excuse me. Comes in for a strike. So Bishop Ryan goes 4 up, 3 down. And that'll bring up the Aggies for the first time in this matchup. 5 minutes for that first half of the inning. Jace Fontaine, Zavalny, and Zavalny. That's Nate and Adam. Junior, senior. Batters 1, 2, and 3 for the Aggies after this on the ND Sports Channel.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. ball. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores, every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search @NDScores, and get the same scores on your mobile device every night. All right, welcome back here as we head into the bottom of the first. Still no scoring between the Lions and the Aggies here. Bishop Ryan will be the visitors on the scoreboard. Park River Fordville Lankin will be the home team on the scoreboard here in this matchup at Dwyer Field on the campus of Shiloh Christian. Home of the Skyhawks, who played yesterday against this Park River Fordville Lankin team. They would fall 12-4, despite some good play by the Skyhawks in those later innings. And for the Fargo North fans who are expecting to watch that game here on the ND Sports Channel, they would drop one to Hankinson by the final score of 8-5. So they'll have another game coming up here, and those will be the only two games we don't have for Fargo North Spartan softball team this year on the ND Sports Channel. So they fall 8-5 in that first game against Hankinson Fairmont Tri-State. 1-0, and the pitch comes up high for 2-0. Jace Fontaine, the batter. He was 0 for 4 yesterday. A ground out, a direct ground out to first, a fly out to right, and then he reached base on an error yesterday, and now he's facing a 3 balls, no strike count. 8 minutes into the ball game. First half of this inning took 5 minutes. I know a lot of people that would love to see this game be over with quick. Ball 4 won't help that matter too much, and now Nate Zavalny steps up. Yesterday, in the game against Shiloh, Nate Zavalny was 3 for 5. 2 hits out into right field, 1 to left field. He flied out to shallow left, and then a ground out on his 5 trips to the plate yesterday. And now Nate Zavalny faces a 1 ball, no strike count. Comes in for a strike to even things up at 1-1. Once again, the runner on first for the Aggies is Jace Fontaine. Nate Zavalny at the plate now with Adam Zavalny on deck, and right behind him, Nick Thompson. Nick Thompson had 2 triples and a ground rule double that bounced over the center field fence. And had that ball not bounced over the fence, he may have had enough speed to make that 3 triples, but he ended the night with just 2. His teammate got a triple as well. I can't recall which teammate that was off the top of my head. That one's going to go on to right field. That is a chance, and it will bounce, roll all the way to the warning track. I have a feeling that Fontaine's going to round third, and he is. And they will hold up Nate Zavalny with a leadoff or the triple. I'll retract that leadoff statement. Just a regular triple. So an RBI triple for Nate Zavalny brings up Adam Zavalny.
First base number 16, Adam Zavalny.
So the Bismarck St. Mary Saints defeat the Bismarck Century Patriots 2-1 in girls soccer. That final just came in a little bit ago. We'll keep you updated on those scores as they come into us, as that one's fouled away here by Adam Zavalny, who was 2 for 4 in yesterday's game against the Skyhawks. And that one will dribble foul as well. 0-2 the count now. Nate Zavalny on third via an RBI triple. And that makes it 1-0 in favor of Park River Fordville Lankin. And that one will escape off the left shin guard of Hunter Johnson, allowing Nate Zavalny to score from third. And that makes it 2-0. And on the 1-2 pitch, he'll send it high, rainbow shot into the glove of Jackson Feller out in center field, and that will be out number 1 of the inning. Around the bases here for the Bishop Ryan Lions. Kelvin Watkins at first, Lane Pittner at second, Logan Merck at shortstop, Nick Sanders at third, Hunter Johnson behind the plate catching the pitches of Kersey Harris on the mound. And then Murphy Lip in left, Seth Rodacher in right, and Jackson Feller in straightaway center field. 1 ball, no strike to Nick Thompson, who had 2 triples and a ground rule double yesterday against the Skyhawks. And then he would also fly out to left field. 1 ball, 1 strike now for Nick Thompson, and here's the delivery of that 1-1, and it hit the edge for strike 2. Nice pitch there by Kersey Harris on the mound for the Lions. We'll see the Lions for a second time today, and they'll get a game off, and then they'll take on the Rugby Panthers, who get 2 games off after that 2-hour and 47-minute marathon. That one's fouled away down the third base line over the Lions dugout, now to play. Game is now 13 minutes old. That misses on the outside for a ball. 2-2 the count now to Nick Thompson. Nick Thompson likes right field, but he's not afraid to go send that ball to other spots on the field either, but his preference is right field. Here's the windup and the payoff pitch. 3-2, smacked out into left field. 1 bouncer into the glove of Murphy Lip. Lip will fire it into the shortstop Logan Merck, and that will stop Nick Thompson at first. So that brings up Bryce Wood, a pitcher versus pitcher battle coming up now here.
At bat for pitcher number 9, Bryce Wood.
So runner on first is Nick Thompson. When your name is Nick Thompson, if you're on first, you're in scoring position. 2-0 here in favor of the Aggies over the Bishop Ryan Lions. So the Lions will have to be careful there because Thompson has a lot of speed. And that's probably why they're trying to pick him off. 2 unsuccessful attempts back-to-back. It remains 0-0 on the count to Bryce Wood. He is yet to face a pitch. Here's the first one, and it'll come outside for ball 1. And here's the pitch. 1-0. Nick Thompson takes off for second. Head first slide. He's in there safely. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. 1's across the board. Thompson on second, and the 1-1 to Bryce Wood from Kersey Harris on the mound for the Lions as he glances over at Thompson and delivers the 1-1. And Wood will bounce that one, 2-hopper into the glove of Logan Merck. Merck will not get that one into the hands of Watkins. Thompson will score on the error. So Bryce Wood is on with a single. And then he will advance to second on the error. And then Nick Thompson will come home on that same error.
Courtesy runner number 29, Joe Larson. And up to that third baseman is 24, Sam Hagan.
So that makes it 3-0 now in favor of the Park River Fordville Lankin Aggies. Sam Hagan up to the plate now. He swings at the first pitch and misses. He was 1 of 2 yesterday in the game against the Skyhawks. He would, let's see, I'm not sure, I can't remember if it was a single or a double out to left field, and then he grounded out on a 1-3. 0-1 pitch turns into a 1-1 pitch, so one's across the board once again. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and 1 runner on. The runner is Bryce Wood on second. And here's the 1-1 delivery. Swung on, fouled away into the parking lot over the Aggies dugout. 1-2. "17 minutes into the ball game now. We're still in the first inning. Here's the pitch. Got him. Caught him window shopping, and that's out number 2, and that'll bring up Will Garter. Garter 0 for 1, reached a base on an error yesterday against the Skyhawks.
Second baseman number 18.
So just to clarify, he was 0 for 1 yesterday. I didn't quite word that the way I wanted it to. Pass ball will allow Bryce Wood to get to third, and oh, 1 the count. Up high, ball 1, 1-1. Once again, Bryce Wood on third. It's a 3-0 lead for the Aggies. Here's the pitch, up high for a ball. 2 balls and a strike now to the senior Will Garter. Kersey Harris once again on the mound. He's a junior for Bishop Ryan this year. And here's the 2-1, and that's a little high for another ball, 3-1. And here's the pitch, and that's a walk. So runners on the corners now. Will Garter on first, Bryce Wood on third, and that brings up Lane Gemmel.
That walk brings up the DH, number 19.
Runners on the corners, Lane Gemmel, designated hitter, and that's going to be Will Garter taking off for second. He'll make it in with no throw. Stolen base, standing, and now 2 runners in scoring position and a 3-0 lead for the Aggies. With 1 swing of the bat, it could easily be 5-0, and that swing of the bat will tip it foul back into the netting, and as a result, 0-2. 20 minutes into the ball game right now. First pitch of this one came at 1:13. It's now 1:33, and a half swing there to foul it away. 0-2. Took a strike and then fouled the last 2 pitches away. So 0-2 on 3 pitches here from Kersey Harris, and here's the windup in the 0-2 delivery, and that's down low, and here comes Bryce Wood from third. There will be no play at home, and it's 4-0. That'll advance Garter over to third, and you won't need a swing of the bat here to make it 4-0, but you might need a swing of the bat to make it 5. One ball, 2 strikes. Strike, fouled away, and a ball, and here's the pitch, and that's inside. Oh, and it floated back in over the edge for a strike. Got him window shopping as he had to lean back to avoid getting hit by that, and talk about not winning the coin flip on that one, and he certainly did not. So that'll send us now to the top of the second. It's 4-0. The Aggies leave 1 stranded. 20 minutes gone here to play that first inning. 5 in the top half, 15 in the bottom half. And that brings up batters 5, 6, and 7. Hunter Johnson, Seth Rodacher, and Nick Sanders. Bryce Wood will throw pitch 17 when we come back after this on the ND Sports Channel.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1,
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back. Top of the second, and it's 4-0 Park River Fordville Lankin over Bishop Ryan. First pitch will go to Hunter Johnson, and he'll foul that one away for strike one. I want to say hi to Connor and Christian. Thanks to both of you guys for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Certainly appreciate that. That pitch comes in a little high, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Hunter Johnson. Seth Rodacher, Nick Sanders on deck and in the hole here for the Bishop Ryan Lions. 18 pitches for Bryce Wood, 9 balls, 9 strikes. 23 minutes into the ball game, swing and a miss, strike 2. This morning we started at 48 degrees. Right now we're sitting at 43. We were at 43 for the first pitch of this game, and that's where we sit at right now. Mid to upper 40s between now and 5 o'clock. We might break into the 50s over the 5 and 6 o'clock hour. That chance of rain has now been eliminated. We'll dip back down into the upper 40s around 7, 8 o'clock. Sunset scheduled for 8:17. We should probably be by about 45 by the time we wrap things up here tonight. So temperature is going to stay pretty much where it is right now for the, or let me rephrase that. What the temperature is right now will more than likely be the temperature when we come to the conclusion of our final game tonight. Payoff pitch, 3-2, in for a strike. Or no, I thought I saw the ump's hand go in the strike motion, but he sent him up the line to walk. So it's a ball instead of a strike. And that puts Hunter Johnson on first and brings up Seth Rodacher, a sophomore for the Bishop Ryan Lions. And let's see here, courtesy runner for Hunter Johnson is going to be Bryson Elm, a sophomore. Here's the pitch, right down the middle for a strike. 0-1 to count. Pickoff throw attempt, not unsuccessful. Trying to knock off Bryson Elm on first, who's the courtesy runner for Hunter Johnson. Jamestown and Fargo North girls soccer, that's a final. It comes to a 1-1 tie. Keep you updated on those games. Fargo North was leading 1-0 until about 11 minutes remaining in the second half when Jamestown tied it up, and that's how it'll end at 1-1. 0-2 the count now to Seth Rodacher. Runner on first is Bryson Elm. Here's the 0-2 outside, ball 1. Fontaine will hold on to that pitch for a little bit to make sure that Bryson Elm stays at first. Pump fakes a throw to second to make sure that happens. And speaking of second, that's where this hit's gonna go. Zavalny, the shortstop, will pick it up, fire it over into the glove of Zavalny. That's Nate to Adam for the out. Bryson Elm will, that's actually a double play. They got Elm out at second too.
Third baseman number 8, Nick Sanders.
So Nick Sanders comes up now with the bases empty and takes the first pitch for ball 1. Sanders is a sophomore for the Lions. And here's the 1-0. Right down the middle, evens things up at 1-1. 27 minutes into the ball game now. The top half of the first inning took 5 minutes. This one is taken 3 minutes so far. And here's the 2-1 delivery from Wood, and that is down low and outside, 3-1. Here's the windup from Wood and the pitch, and down low inside, ball 4, and that was Lane Pittner, and he will, or no, check that, that was Nick Sanders. He'll walk up to first, and now Lane Pittner comes up. Pittner is a sophomore. Jackson Feller is on deck, and Logan Burke is in the hole. All 3 of those individuals sophomores this year for Bishop Ryan. Bryce Wood on the mound, 31 pitches, 17 balls, 14 strikes. Make that 18 balls. And now throw up to first. Did they get him? No, they did not. Once again, the runner on first for Bishop Ryan is Nick Sanders. Lane Pittner, the sophomore, in the batter's box right now. 1-0 count, inside edge, 1-1. That one came down the inside edge, but just a little bit further outside than the previous pitch. As a result, it is 2 balls and a strike. Another pickoff attempt throw over to first. Nick Sanders is safe. Nick Sanders, the runner on first as we hit the 29-minute mark of the ball game here. And that comes strike. I was further outside than the previous pitch from a couple pitches ago that was called a ball. So 2-2 with 2 outs and a runner on. And here's the 2-2, and that'll be whacked fouled out just off to the right side of the batter's box. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on, and up high for a ball, full count. And that'll be whacked foul, and he'll stay alive for one more pitch. 3-2, ball, strike, fouled away, ball, fouled. So this next pitch will be pitch number 8 between Wood and Pittner. And here it comes. And he'll whack that one right in the direction of Will Garter. Garter will fire it into the glove of Adam Zavalny, and that's good for a 4-3 ground out to end the inning. To the bottom of the second we go. Batters 9-1-2. Lane Bell, Jace Fontaine, and Nate Zavalny do it for the Aggies after this on the ND Sports Channel. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online. All right, Lane Bell takes the first pitch for a strike. Lane Bell was 1 for 3 yesterday in the game against the Skyhawks. He was single out into center field, and then he had a ground out on a 4-3, and he also had an infield fly out to the shortstop. 2 strikes now, the count to Lane Bell, and that comes outside for ball 1. Harris throwing it outside, seeing if Bell would chase it, and he did not. 1-2 the count as a result. 31 minutes into the ball game, and here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He sent it outside, and he chased it that time and paid the price. Out number 1, and that brings up Jace Fontaine, who's 0 for 0. He was walked last time he stepped up to the plate. Here's the pitch to Fontaine into the dirt. Ball 1. Once again, I want to thank our sponsors, including Quality Home Restorations, Game Time, North Fargo Softball Club, as well as the Fargo South Booster Club for doing their small part to make these game broadcasts possible. Also want to thank all of our viewers who have donated to the fund here on the Andy Sports Channel. If you'd like to donate, there's no minimum donation. You can send us $1 or $2 or 10 or 20 or whatever you want. It doesn't matter. There's a green donate button right on the homepage there at ndsportschannel.com. You click on it and it'll give you the information. You can send a check or make a donation with a credit card online. And that's a secure transaction. And I was waiting for that one to hit the roof of the press box, but it did not. So it must have went further back than I thought it did. As a result, it's 2 balls, 2 strikes on the fouled away pitch there. Ball, strike, ball, fouled away. No runners on and 1 away. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and it's a drop third strike, and they will throw it up to first, and Hunter Johnson to Watkins for the out. So 2-3, drop third strike out there, and that brings up Nate Zavalny. 1 for 1 in this game with a triple to right field. Comes across for a strike. Once again, Zavalny 1 for 1 with a triple to right field here in this game. As we hit the 33-minute mark of the ball game. 0-1 catches the outside edge for another strike. 0-2. Just thinking about this last night. I want to set a record for the most triples in a season on the Andy Sports Channel. We'll just come up to Park River and follow the Aggies all season. There's another nice hit into the gap, left center, and that'll be good for a single this time. That brings up Adam Zavalny. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field. Hit a high rainbow that dropped into the glove of Jackson Feller out in the center field. 2 away, 1 runner on. Nate Zavalny on first. Adam Zavalny the batter. And here's the pitch from Harris. Swung on, the official had to get out of the way. It's a chance for a double play, and they got 1. Well, actually, they didn't need 2. They just needed the 1. So Zavalny forced out at second, and that will end the inning. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's 4-0. The Bishop Ryan Lions hold the Aggies to no runs in that top half of the inning. We're back after this on the Andy Sports Channel.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo. All right, welcome back to Dwyer Field here in Bismarck on the campus of Shiloh Christian. It's the 2019 Shiloh Invite. Game 2 of the day between the Bishop Ryan Lions and the Park River Fordville Lankin Aggies, the defending state B champions, are the home team on the scoreboard. And they lead right now 4-0 with Bishop Ryan up to bat and Bryce Wood on the mound, and he will toss that pitch and hit it foul down the first base line and out of play. Jackson Feller's the batter for Bishop Ryan. And that one comes inside. Feller had to back up a step to avoid getting hit by that one. That makes the count 1-1. And a swing and a miss there. Well, maybe got a piece of it. Goes in the book as a fouled away pitch. Once again, we apologize for the post. We can't really do anything about that. We moved the camera in a position where you could see the batters if they were either on the left or right-hand side of the batter's box. Unlike yesterday where it was blocking, I believe, the right side, if I remember correctly. So you have to take my word for it on if it's a strike or a ball. And I'll tell you that one was a ball. 2-2. Top of the third once again. The last check, we're at 43 degrees here in Bismarck, and that's where we stand right now. Once again, upper 40s between now and 5, maybe the low 50s from 5 to 6, and we'll dip back down into the 40s, upper 40s as we wrap things up. So Logan Merck will step up now as Feller advances. He's a sophomore, 1-for-1 with a single to shallow left his last time at the plate. Pitch will come low, and it's good for a ball. So one runner on. Lions trail 4-0 here. All 4 runs scored in the bottom of the first for the Aggies. And here's the 1-0 delivery from Wood, and that's chopped right over the shortstop, Nate Zavalny, up to second. Throw over to first, not in time. So they get Feller out at second, but Merck's on with a single via a fielder's choice. And that brings up Murphy Lip. He's 1-for-1. He got on base via a bunt last time at the plate. That comes in. Nice pitch there by Bryce Wood for strike 1 to Murphy Lip, who is a senior for the Bishop Ryan Lions. Calvin Watkins on deck. He's a junior. 1 away, 0-1 the count with a runner on, Logan Merck. I'm trying to remember what BGMR is the initials for. I want to say Badger Green something River. But West Fargo leads that team 1-0 after 2 innings. That's a softball score for you. That's a part of a Minnesota invite. I'm not super familiar with a whole bunch of Minnesota softball teams. One and 2 the count to Murphy Lip. Once again, Calvin Watkins on deck with 1 away, and the runner on is Logan Merck on first. And the strikeout will send us. We'll organize this here and come back. It's the bottom of the third after this on the ND Sports.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo. All right, bottom of the third, 4-0 lead for the Park River Fordville Lankin Aggies over the Bishop Ryan Lions. We do have some changes here for Bishop Ryan. Kelvin Watkins is now the pitcher. That ends Harris's day on the mound with 46 pitches, 18 balls, and 28 strikes unofficially, according to my numbers. Nick Sanders moves over to first. Seth Rodocker moves over to third. And then I wasn't able to catch who's out in right field, but we do have a new right fielder, and we'll try and track that down as soon as possible for you. To the best of my knowledge, all the other positions remain the same. And that one's going to be hit out into right field. Did he make the catch? He did. That was Jackson Feller with the grab out in left center. I think I said right field. Apologize for that. I don't know why I said that, but left center is more the area where Feller made the grab. If it's Hunter Johnson out in right field, then that also means we have a new catcher. I can't quite see the jersey number on the catcher. It looks like number 11. But I can't quite tell due to the equipment kind of blocking the view there. So Hunter Johnson's either the catcher or out in right field. Well, that's the only two that we need to clarify. The batter right now is Bryce Wood. 15 is where. I don't need the pitcher. walking him up there. And let's see here.
Got 1 inch field, twist it up. D1.
So Bryce Wood will go to first. That brings up Sam Hagan, the sophomore. Watkins will fire it over to first, and Bryce Wood's going to make a trip to second base. And will he round? It looked like he wanted to round second, but he will not. Pitch comes across to Hagan for a strike, 0-1 with 1 away here. 47 minutes into the ball game. Here in the bottom of the third. 1-3 ground out on the horizon. That is indeed the case, and that's out number 2. Calvin Watkins gets it to Nick Sanders at first. Now will advance Bryce Wood over to third, and now it's Will Gardner. Will Gardner with another 1-3 to end the inning. So that will end this inning here, and we'll be back in a moment on the ND Sports Channel.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search @NDScores and get the same scores on your mobile device every night.
All right, welcome back. We head to the top of the fourth now. And leading things off here for the Bishop Ryan Lions is going to be the junior Calvin Watkins, 0 for 0 with a walk his last trip to the plate. We did get all of the Bishop Ryan positions figured out, so we'll let you know who's where at the start of the next half inning at the bottom of the fourth here. A refresher for you for the Aggies around the bases. Adam Zavalny at first, Will Gardner at second, Nate Zavalny the shortstop, Sam Hagan at third, Jace Fontaine behind the plate catching the pitches of Bryce Wood, who has 51 pitches right now, 26 balls and 25 strikes. Actually, make that 52 and 27 balls. Outfield after this pitch, right back over to Bryce Wood, and Wood will underhand flip it over to Zavalny for the 1-3 ground out, and that brings up Kersey Harris. In the outfield for the Aggies, Lane Bell, the senior in left, Brady Omdahl, the freshman in right, Nick Thompson, the senior in center field. 50 minutes into the ball game, here's Kersey Harris, 0 for 1, struck out looking, and takes the first pitch for a strike. Once again, 320 down the left field line, 360 straight away center field, and 320 down the right field line. Pitch a little bit high, just a little bit, and that will be ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. No runners on. Kersey Harris, the batter, and he may have gotten a piece of that one. will put it in as a fouled away pitch. 1-2. Wind's starting to pick up just a little bit here. 43 degrees, east wind at 12. 92% humidity with that wind. It makes it feel like it's 39 out there. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Kersey Harris, the junior. And here's the 2-2 pitch from Wood. Down low, ball 3. Full count. Strike ball, found away pitch, ball in that order on 5 pitches here from Wood to Harris. Once again, Harris is 0 for 1, struck out looking. We'll turn down that mic because the wind's up a little bit and get some of that noise out of there as that one's cracked in. That one will be scooped up by Zavalny, and Zavalny to Zavalny for the 6-3 ground out. That's Nate to Adam. So that's 2 away now, and that brings up Hunter Johnson, who's 0 for 0. He was walked his last time at the plate.
The catcher number 11, Hunter Johnson.
And here's the first pitch, and he ducks way down there. Squat down is probably the better way to describe that. That's ball 1. However you want to describe that, that's ball 1. And now that's strike 1 right there. 1-1 with 2 away and no runners on. Two balls and a strike. Count to Hunter Johnson. Once again, he's 0 for 0 with a walk his last time up. Here's the windup in the delivery of the 2-1, and that one's popped up foul, or will it stay fair? It will stay fair, and it drops for a single. He's going to try for 2. Here comes the throw. It's going to be close, and he slides in safely. That's good for a double. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that one was going to stay fair or foul or not, and it dropped just inside the foul line, and nobody was there to make a play on it. I mean, there was a couple of players there, both Amdahl and Zavalny and Gardner were all in the area, but nobody made the catch. It dropped to the ground, and now the pitch comes in for ball 1 to Seth Rodacher, who's 0 for 1 with a 4-3 ground out his last time at the plate. 1-0 the count to Rodacher, who's a sophomore for the Bishop Ryan Lions. That pitch will cross the plate and miss everything, and ball 2. So the runner on second is Hunter Johnson for the Lions. He's in scoring position. They would love to get a run here in this inning if you're a Bishop Ryan fan. Maybe get a little momentum going and see how that carries you through the remainder of this game. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Not a bad, or strike 2, excuse me. So let me retract that statement. If it was strike 1, that was not a bad pitch to swing at. And that was definitely not the best pitch to swing at. The other one I would have been okay with. But if I was the coach, I would not have swung at that one. That will end the inning. Strikeout swinging, Lane Gemmel, Lane Bell, and Jace Fontaine. Batters 8, 9, and 1 for the Aggies. They're due up after this on the ND Sports Channel. Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed, or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online.
Gemmell.
All right, Lane Gemmell will lead things off here in the bottom of the fourth for the Aggies. They lead 4-0. All four of those scored in the bottom of the first. Since then, it's been no scoring from either team. 57 minutes into the ball game. First pitch came back this morning or this afternoon, I should say, 1:13. It probably would have been this morning had the first game not gone 2 hours and 47 minutes. 2-0 the count now to Lane Gemmell, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking his last time at the plate. Make that 3-0. 3 balls on 3 pitches. Calvin Watkins, the pitcher on the mound for the Bishop Ryan Lions. Hunter Johnson behind the plate. Nick Sanders at first. Bryson Elm at second. Logan Merck at shortstop. Seth Rodocker at third. That pitch comes across for a strike. 3-1. In the outfield for the Bishop Ryan Lions, you got Murphy Lip, the senior, in left. Lane Pittner, the sophomore in right. And Jackson Feller, the sophomore in center. So those are all the changes that coach made about an inning ago. And that one will be whacked right over in the direction of Bryson Elm. He'll fire it into the glove of Nick Sanders for the 4-3 ground out. Bishop Ryan can continue to hold off the Aggies here. They're still in this, even though they're down 4-0. Lane Bell, the senior, 0 for 1, struck out swinging his last trip to the plate, and that one came in and that hit him. Hit by a pitch, he advances up to first via that consequence, and that brings up Jace Fontaine. 0 for 1. Was walked his first time, and thrown out on a drop third strike on a 2-3 his last time at the plate. And the airplane will move over, and now you can hear what I'm saying. Pitch comes dangerously close to hitting Fontaine, 1-0. .59 minutes into the ball game, a few seconds shy of the 1 hour mark. 1-1 the count now as that pitch comes across for a strike. One's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. The runner is Lane Bell on first. The batter, Jace Fontaine, 0 for 1, a walk and a drop third strike thrown out on a 2-3. That one's fouled away, and that one will send Lane Bell retreating 90 feet back to first base. One and 2 the count as a result, as we hit the 1 hour mark of the ball game now. And we're in the bottom of the fourth with 1 away. There's a rip that will be batted down by Bryson Elm. Nice play to keep that ball from going into the outfield. Unfortunately, it does result in a single for Fontaine, but the good news is it doesn't advance Lane Bell over to third. Good news if you're a Bishop Ryan fan, that is.
Shortstop number 15, Nate Zavalny.
So that brings up Nate Zavalny, a triple and a single. He's 2 for 2. And here's the pitch. In for strike 1. That's a nice pitch there by Watkins. Watkins have him down for 19 pitches. The next pitch will be pitch number 20 unofficially, according to my numbers. 1 hour and 1 minute into the ball game. That one's hit up high, and that will rainbow into center field, and Feller will give chase, and it'll drop. And rounding second is Lane Bell. The throw to third, not in time.
First baseman number 16, Adam Zavalny.
So that's a single out into center field, advancing Bell and Fontaine to second and third respectively.
And the bases are loaded for Adam Zavalny, and that'll be a grounder right over to Bryson Elm. He tried to flip it there for Logan Merck to get the out at second, but he will not, and now it's 5-0 as a result, and the bases remain loaded. Or is it 6-0? No, it's 5-0, and the bases remain loaded.
Center fielder number 12, Nick Thompson.
That one is just out of play. Fouled away Nick Thompson. A single and a fly out. The single to left field, the fly out to left center. And now he fouls it away for strike one. There's one away, bases loaded. Jace Fontaine, the runner on third. Nate Zavalny, the runner on second. Adam Zavalny, the runner on first. And that one's drilled out into center field. That's going to score at least one, possibly two. Here comes the throw from Logan Merck to home. Play at the plate is not in time, and the Aggies will tack on two more, and it's 7-0. Runners on second and third as a result of a two-run double to center field by Nick Thompson.
Number 9, Bryce Wood.
So Adam Zavalny, the runner on third. Nick Thompson, the runner on second. The batter is Bryce Wood. It's a pitcher versus pitcher battle. He's 1 for 1. He singled to shallow left his first time at bat. He was walked his last plate appearance, and now the count 1-1. With 1 out and 2 runners on. That pitch goes into the dirt, rolls back to the backstop here, and Adam Zavalny will score to make it 8-0. Nick Thompson up to third. Pitch outside for a ball. Bryce Wood, the batter, and it's 3-1. West Fargo now leads that opponent I don't remember the initials for, 6-0 after 3. That's a softball score for you. It'll keep you up to date on that as the scores continue to come into us. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Bryce Wood now with 1 away, and Nick Thompson, the runner on third. Here's the windup and the payoff delivery, and a swing and a miss, and Bryce Wood goes down swinging. And that's 2 away, and that brings up Sam Hagan, 0 for 2. Strikeout looking, and a ground out on a 1-3 his last time at the plate. Once again, Nick Thompson, the runner on third. Aggies lead 8-0 over the Bishop Ryan Lions. 1 hour, 4 minutes into the ball game. On the mound, Calvin Watkins. This is pitch 30. And pitch 30 is ripped out into right field, and it will drop between Bryson Elm and Lane Pittner for a single, scoring Nick Thompson from third. It's an RBI single for Hagan out into right field. That makes it 9-0. And that brings up Will Gardner with 2 away and a runner on first. Gardner 0 for 1, a walk and a ground out on a 1-3 his last time at the plate. Now we have a conference at the mound here between Watkins and his coach. I don't think Watkins is going to get pulled. They're just going to talk a little bit here, and if things don't continue to go well for Bishop Ryan, then they may pull Watkins. Say Watkins says maybe if he gives up maybe 2 more runs in this inning, I would imagine they might pull him for somebody else just to try and get out of the inning here and not get too much of a deficit to try and dig themselves out of. Right now, it's a pretty big deficit, 9-0. And Will Gardner, the senior, into the batter's box here for the defending state champion Park River Fordville Lankin Aggies. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. One hour, 5 minutes, time of the ball game. Runner on first is Sam Hagan for the Aggies. Watkins winds up, delivers the 1-0, and that will go down into the dirt, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Watkins winds up, delivers the 2-0, cracked one hopper right over to the third baseman, Rodacher. Rodacher across the diamond, in time it is! That will end the inning. A few fans don't agree with that, but it looked like the correct call to me, so it'll be a ground out.
Aggies scored 5 runs, and after 4 complete, 9-0, Aggies.
And it's 9-0 heading into the top of the 5th in favor of Park River Fordville Lankin. Nick Sanders, Lane Pittner, Jackson Feller due up for the Lions after this on the ND Sports Channel.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in North Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sport.
All right, we'll come out of that break early here, heading into the top of the 5th, 9-0 in favor of Park River Fordville Lankin. And we have a pitching change. Nick Thompson and Bryce Wood, they'll flip-flop. Bryce Wood's out in center field now. Nick Thompson is on the mound. Bryce Wood, 68 pitches unofficially, according to my numbers, an even split, 34-34 on the ball strike split. 1 hour, 8 minutes into the ball game. Swing and a miss there for strike 2 to Nick Sanders, the batter, who's 0 for 0 with a walk. His last trip to the plate for the Lions. On deck for Bishop Ryan is Lane Pittner, and then Jackson Feller. We'll see him this inning as well. That's going to be a chopper, and racing after it is Thompson. And Thompson will not get to the bag. He thought his foot was on the bag, but it was actually about 7-8 inches away, and that will allow Sanders to get on with a single. That brings up Lane Pittner. So an infield single for Nick Sanders, and let me double check. Yeah, I have 3 errors and none. Okay, yep, that matches up. So just making sure they didn't put that in as an error. It's an infield single, no question about it. Lane Pittner now, 0 for 1 with a ground out on a 1-3 his last time at the plate. Faces a 1-0 count from Nick Thompson, who's now thrown 4 pitches. 3 of them have been strikes. That last pitch was the first ball he's thrown. That one's going to get a piece of the bat. Fouled back into the backstop here for a strike, and 1-1 the count.
Come on, Landon.
Up to 45 degrees now under a cloudy sky. A couple hours ago, we had a chance of rain in the 5 and 6 o'clock hours. That chance of rain has been, for the moment, eliminated from the forecast. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and it looks like we may have, let's see, that is Nick Sanders that they're checking up on at first there. They tried to get him out, and he just needs to shake it off. Looks like he's going to be okay.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count to Lane Pittner. Once again, he's 0 for 1 with a ground out. The runner on first is Nick Sanders. And the pitch outside for a ball, 2-2. One hour, 10 minutes, time of the game. 15-0 was our biggest margin of victory. That was in the third game yesterday between Thompson and Harvey-Wells County. This one's going to drop for a single under the gap in right field, and rounding to third is Nick Sanders. So he will definitely be all right if he can make it to third from first.
Center fielder number 7, Jackson Feller.
So that brings up Jackson Feller. 0 for 0. He was hit by a pitch last time he was up at the plate. And here's the windup. Showing bunt and bunts it foul. Strike 1. Nick Sanders, the runner on third. Lane Pittner, the runner on first. Runners on the corners here. Chance for Bishop Ryan to get on the board with nobody out. Minute 13, or an hour 13 into the ball game. They trail 9-0 at the moment, looking to erase that 0 off the scoreboard, and that's a strike. 0-2. They would prefer to erase the 0 from the score than the 0 from the out category on the scoreboard. But right now, it's an 0-2 count, and that goal is in danger here. And that will be taken off for second. No throw will be made, and that'll be dropped for ball 1. So 1-2 the count as Pittner advances to second. Here's the windup and the 1-2 delivery, and that will be swung on right in the direction of Will Garter. Garter will fire it into the glove of Adam Zavalny for the out. 1 away, and the runner from third, Nick Sanders, will score, and that makes it 9-1 in favor of Park River Fordville Lankin.
With that, will lead up batter, number 1, Logan Merck.
So Logan Merck will come in instead of Jackson. Check that. I forgot to update after the last play. Line drive right back to Thompson, who caught it, and then he threw it over to third to try and get Pittner out, and Pittner will come across and score. And it's 9-2 now, and Bishop Ryan with a little bit of life. So 2 away.
Left fielder number 2, Murphy Lip.
Murphy Lip on deck now, or on at the batter's box, and he will bounce that one over to the second baseman, over to Zavalny for the 4-3 ground out team and the inning. Lions get 2 across the plate. It's 9-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Next, on the ND Sports Channel. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores, every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search @NDScores to get the same scores on your mobile device every night. In our first year and 4 months on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you a total of 407 games, and 377 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 377 games that would have had 0 broadcast coverage if not for the sponsors who support our sports webcast. We ask that you please patronize and support the sponsors you hear about in this sports broadcast on the ND Sports Channel. Join us and put your business products and services in front of an average of 234 viewers per game. Let's team up. All right, bottom of the fifth we go. Bishop Bryan gets 2 across the plate to make it a 7-run game. Still in favor of Park River Fordville Lankin, though. 9-2 your score, and leading things off is going to be, let's see here. I think it's Lane Gemmel. Let's double check here. Oh, Brady Omdahl, excuse me. Brady Omdahl. Subbing into the lineup at the number 8 spot in the batting lineup for Park River Fordville Lankin. 1-0 and a swing and a miss, 1-1. Brady Omdahl is a freshman for the Aggies, so he'll be around for a while. And here's the 1-1. Swung on, right back through the glove of Watkins to Logan Merck. Merck fires it across to Sanders for the out. 6-4 on the ground out. If you're scoring at home, or 6-3, excuse me, 6-3 on the ground out. And that brings up Lane Bell as a scheduled batter, and it will indeed be Lane Bell. 0 for 1, strikeout swing, hit by a pitch. And the first pitch to Bell is outside for ball 1. 1 hour, 17 minutes into the ball game. When we started this morning, we were at 38 degrees. Now we're up to 45. Expected to get into the upper 40s, low 50s by 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon. And there's another ground out for out number 2. Jace Fontaine, 1 for 2. A walk, drop third strike, thrown out on a 2-3, and then a single. His last time to the plate, that single went into very shallow right field. And this one's going to go a little bit deeper into right field, probably all the way to the fence. It's going to be good for at least a double, and he's going to have a chance for a triple here. And let's see, are they going to wave him around? Are they going to wave him around? No, they're going to stop him. We had an inside the park home run in the last game. We almost had an opportunity for that one there. Fontaine on with a single to deep right, or a triple to deep right, excuse me. And that brings up Nate Zavalny, who's 3 for 3. He got a triple his first time at bat. Since then, he's had 2 singles. As a matter of fact, his triple went to the exact same spot that Jace Fontaine's hit went just a moment ago. His 2 singles went to left field and center field. So deep right is first, left field is second, and left center is third. Trip at the plate. And now Zavalny is facing a 1-1 count. 1 hour, 20 minutes into the ball game. Runner on third is Jace Fontaine for the Aggies, who lead 9-2 here in the bottom of the fifth with 2 away. So once again, 2 outs and the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, hit into right field. It's going deep, and it will bounce almost to the warning track. Picked up by Feller. He'll fire it in. That will score Fontaine from third. And it's good for an RBI double for Nate Zavalny. So he has a triple, 2 singles, and now a double. If he can get a home run, that would be the cycle. And that makes it 10-5 in favor of Park River, or 10-2, excuse me, in favor of Park River Fordville Lankin. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That's where I got the 5 from. Adam Zavalny up to the plate now. 0 for 2. Fly out, ground out, and a reach base on an error his last time at the plate. Now 0 for 1, or 0-1 the count. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. 0-1 outside for 1-1.
Runner on second is Nate Zavalny, Adam Zavalny at the plate. On the mound is Calvin Watkins, and Watkins will fire it in and just miss it for ball 2. Here's the windup in the delivery outside, 3-1. Watkins, a junior on the mound, has now thrown 46 pitches, 20 balls, 26 strikes unofficially according to my numbers. And the 3-1 outside, walk. That one was almost out of the opposite side batter's box. Nice stretch there by Hunter Johnson to make sure that that one went into his glove instead of into the backstop. Nick Thompson, 2 for 3, a single fly out to left field, or left center more accurately, and then a double his last time to about the same spot in left center where he flew out the previous at bat. Ball 1 to Nick Thompson and ball 2 to Nick Thompson. Nate Zavalny, the runner on second, and Adam Zavalny, the runner on first. And Nick Thompson in scoring position right now at home plate. That's a half joke and a half accurate fact. Caught the edge for a strike, 2-1. Here's the pitch, outside, 3-1. That's pitch 51 for Watkins, according to my numbers. Most of these pitchers have been pulled right around that 60 to 70 mark, so we'll see if that pattern continues here with Watkins. That one caught the edge. Nice pitch there by Watkins, and it's a full count at 3-2 with 2 away and 2 runners on. Zavalny on second, Zavalny on first. That's Nate and Adam, respectively, on second and first. Nick Thompson, the batter, 2 for 3, single fly out and a double. 3-2 pitch on the way, down low into the dirt, bases are loaded. Ball 4 walk brings up Bryce Wood, 1 for 2, a single, a walk, and a strikeout swinging in that order on his 3 trips to the plate this afternoon.
Center fielder, number 9, Bryce Wood.
His single on his first plate appearance went out into shallow left center. That's a half swing, caught a piece of it, fouled into the dirt, strike 1. And the windup in the 0-1 delivery, and right down the middle, strike 2. That was what you would call a beautiful pitch from Watkins. And the 0-2, that one's cracked into left field. That's going to score. Nate Zavalny from third. Adam Zavalny will round third just as quickly, and that's 2 runs. And that will, let's see, did it score Thompson too? I couldn't see where. No, he's on second right now. And that will be the game as a result. 2-run score, 12-2. They'll call it.
Park River, Fordville, Lankin, Aggies 12, Bishop Ryan 2. Bishop team.
All right, so your final score, Park River, Fordville, Lankin 12, Bishop Ryan 2. That's going to wrap up this game here. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with our third game of the day. Feature the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals as the home team, the Velva Drake Animus Aggies as the visiting team on the scoreboard. 2:38 now. Let's see here, probably right at 3 o'clock, maybe a little bit before. 2:58. Tune in around about 2:50, and we should be on with that third game. Thanks so much for watching. Your final score one more time, 12-2.
Hey, Lynch,
Aggies over the Lions. And a little youngster there talking into our crowd mic. That happens occasionally. We'll talk to you later here on the Indy Sports Channel.
NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search @NDScores, and get the same scores on your mobile device every night.